What's going on YouTube? This is Jim Afanis, and hey, how you guys been? Sorry, it's been a while since I've recorded a video. I've been on business travel, and I'll be on business travel again the latter part of the week, so you got a couple days with me in my slice of internet paradise. A lot of stuff's been going on. I want to catch you guys up on a few things. Obviously, for the faithful, you noticed that I dropped my What's Going On YouTube? This is Jim Afanis, aka Viper Magic. Why have I dropped that? Because now I've gotten back into Microsoft, and I've gotten back into Xbox One, and sometimes I'll be Viper Magic, and sometimes I'll be Jassafat, or sometimes I'll be Jordy5678 at hotmail.com, or sometimes I'll be Jimmy, depending on which game service I am playing. Obviously, when I made all these crazy accounts years and years ago, I never thought that I would one day be a worldwide YouTube star. Obviously, my branding is atrocious, so I've decided, for the sake of things, I will keep the channel name Viper Magic, but I will drop it from all my videos because it's not going to make any sense. Anyways, enough of that. My wife surprised me about a week or so ago with an early anniversary present, and she picked me up the Glacier White limited edition PlayStation 4. That is the one with the Destiny branding on it. It's got this giant map on the front, and I was going to do an unboxing video about it, but it's been a while since it came out, and I figured, the last couple unboxing videos I did weren't that great. I'm going to do one later in the week just to test my theory on me being a little late to the unboxing party, but that's okay. Anyways, so I said, hey, this is awesome, but what am I going to do with it? Her explanation was that anniversary gifts should be something that I would not buy for myself, and she's absolutely right, because I have a perfectly functioning PlayStation 4 that I bought on the launch back 2 years ago now, a little over 2 years ago from Amazon. Anyways, it's and I beefed that one up. That's my baby. I've taken it on travel with me. I went ahead and I bought the 2 terabyte internal hard drive. I've downloaded every PlayStation game under the sun, and I love it. Anyways, it is now sitting right over here, and I want to show you guys. I went ahead and I took it and I set it up right there. There it sits. And I'll tell you that it's crazy because I never really thought that I would have a second PlayStation. And I thought, what am I going to do with it? Should I sell it? What should I do with it? I was considering taking it to GameStop, and I may, but man, they don't give you a lot of money for it. And I'm like, maybe I can get that amount of money for it doing other things. And I said, you know what? I want to throw my hand in the Twitch streaming bucket. So this weekend, I piddled around a little bit with Twitch, and it was actually pretty cool. The biggest thing I noticed about Twitch, at least my experience with it, is that you have to do a lot of talking. I know you think, geez, Jim, you talk on these videos, pretty seamless, but I have a topic to talk about. That's the thing. I kind of have a direction of where I want to go with this particular slice of video. When you're doing a Twitch stream, boy, you have to be quick on your feet. You have to constantly be talking, because just me doing this, is probably not very entertaining. You actually want to hear and see and do things, right? So, anyways, I went ahead and tried it out, and it was fun. I had a couple views, a couple comments. The nice thing about PlayStation 4 is that it's completely integrated into the console. So, although I don't have any crazy wrappers around the borders like you see on more famous Twitch streams in terms of like, this is the latest subscriber, this is the latest, all these cool, Gucci GUI interface. I don't have any of that. I just have the default PlayStation UI, which is really nothing. You put your PlayStation camera, which is over there next to my monitor on, and off to the races. Now, why did I bring it down here? Well, if I do eventually get into that, obviously the PC's here, that's kind of an integral part of the setup, but I wanted to run it on the other TV, or my wife's computer over here, to see how it would look, just to hear how it play with my audio volumes to see, and turns out the old Blue Yeti does a wonderful job of picking up my voice. It also doubles as a sound card, so all I have to do is plug my headphones into the bottom of this bad boy, and all I need is the one cable from this to the PlayStation 4, and the headphones plug right into it, and I'm off to the races. I I was considering doing a video on setup, but I may do one a little bit later. It might be something interesting just for other people who are curious about it. It requires no external hardware, and you can actually do it from anywhere. The reason I chose to do it here was because I wanted to have the camera kind of close to me, and I wanted to try out my monitor with playing on the PlayStation 4, and boy, is it incredible. Now, I run upstairs a very, very old, antiquated television that is approximately 10 or 11 years old now. When I got that TV, 1080i was the hot new thing. And of course, it doesn't have 1080p, it has 1080i. I noticed that immediately when I fired up the Xbox One and everything's running at 720, and I'm like, why can't I at least get 1080? Oh yeah, because I got an old-ass TV. So obviously there was a little culture shock for me going from the 1080i to the 1080p. I didn't see any difference in terms of that. What I did see an incredible difference in was in overall picture quality and, more importantly, refresh rate. Now, I'm not saying that my computer monitor is the hottest thing on the planet. It's an HP Pavilion 25BW, if that means anything to anybody. It does have an HDMI port in the back, and I said, hey, I'm going to plug the PlayStation in the back of this TV or this computer monitor and see what it looks like. And wow, I have read before that people said that the when you plug a console into a computer monitor, especially in competitive gameplay, you find that the refresh rate is just a smidge better than on the television. And I don't know the fanciness behind it. I don't really care to understand it, and it could just be a placebo type perception kind of thing. But I will tell you that I played Iron Banner, and I played way better downstairs than I did upstairs, to the tune of 10 to 15 extra kills a match, which for me is nuts. Usually I'm a kind of 1-to-1 player in the kind of 9 to 10 kill range. I was easily topping 18 to 20 kills per match, just doing very, very well, and I really accredit it to the refresh rate of the monitor. It just seemed like I was able to react faster. Now, my reaction time shouldn't have changed at all from being upstairs to downstairs. The only difference is instead of holding the controller on my lap, I was resting my elbows on the desk like I was right now, and I had the controller in my hand here. Now, I was a little more engaged because I was like, I don't know, 1.5 feet away from the screen. But obviously, I had to give up some of the cool Bose surround effects with just my Sennheisers. So I just had my Sennheisers on here, and I was just jamming out, playing with these, plugged into the Blue Yeti, and I guess I will do a video on that. You know, maybe somebody's curious about that. I'll do one later. But so I didn't have that amazing, like, huge bassy feeling that I love hearing. I wasn't distracted or anything like that. I was just fully engaged, but significant difference. So if anybody's really trying to break into that competitive scene, I would highly recommend going out and trying, if you have a computer monitor that does support HDMI input, plug your PlayStation in the back and just try it out. See if I'm crazy. I don't think I am. I've read about this from other people online. I've read about this from other you know, the more like competitive scene. That's kind of what the way that they like to play. And if you even notice, if you watch any of these videos of like people playing competitively or anything like that, a lot of times it's just in banks of computer monitors, and a lot of times, even though they have a controller or even developer kits, that kind of thing, it's always based via computer model via TV, or via computer model as opposed to TV rather. So I just go ahead and I would say check that out. Anyways, just my 2 cents on the whole Twitch thing. It's interesting. Obviously, plugging into the TV is something very different. I love it because it's obviously a lot bigger screen, but I think that for competitive play, I'll probably leave the secondary PlayStation down here, and when I really want to get hot and heavy and maybe try to show off some of my subpar skills on Twitch, I will do it from here. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please do me a favor, comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about Twitch. Let me know what you guys think about plugging your PlayStation into a computer monitor as opposed to a TV monitor. Let me know if it makes any difference. I'm really curious. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.